Hello, BookTube. My second mail haul of the day is one measly package. And for this, I blame Ben Sanders because he didn't stay long enough. He came, he looked at a few landmarks, he was sweet to my old dog, he fixed my electric fan, and then he whooshed off in a cloud of dust like the Lone Ranger. So, he'll be back someday. And in the meantime, the mailman is laughing at me. He's thinking, well, if your guest didn't stay, I don't need to give you many books. I'm sure that something like that is the reason, but we've only got the one package. It feels wrong to open it off camera, so we'll just open it together. But how good could it be after all my guest is gone? The rest of you really need to work out some sort of schedule, like you had an elderly relative who needs round-the-clock hospice care. I really do need a visitor almost every day. Is that too much to ask? So you just converse amongst yourselves and figure out what schedule works best for everybody so that Steve is never alone. Except for that horrible Adam person at Memento Mori. He'd smother me for the insurance money. So you can leave him off the rotation, thanks. Anyway, let's see what this thing is. I have a feeling this is going to be it for today. Okay, this is from Bloomsbury. I don't recognize it at all. It's not rather nice looking. It's Silent Music by Jane Hawking. It's a city in the background, right? So it's London in the background. Growing up in London in the aftermath of the Second World War, Ruth is an observant and thoughtful child who finds herself in a confusing and mysterious adult world. She seeks refuge in her memories of an idyllic stays with her grandparents in the picturesque East Anglian countryside, which provide comforting visions of a simpler life. As she comes to terms with her surroundings and her own adolescence, Ruth finds the motivation to pursue the tantalizing dream which has governed her childhood and to discover some family secrets along the way. I'm assuming that the tantalizing dream is connected with the fact that that is a music score in the background and that the title is Silent Music. She probably has a musical dream of some sort. And who is Jane Hawking? Book has a price tag over her publisher, over her bio. Just talk about adding insult to injury. I didn't buy this thing and I want to know more about her. Oh God, and the price tag is fighting me. So this now this is not a camera-friendly thing. This is going to take too long. But it's a novel, and there weren't, novels were in short supply in the mail. Okay, well, I'm getting a bit of it here. The parts that I can uncover. She's a doctor. She's Stephen Hawking's wife for over 20 years. She's a writer and lecturer. Her book At Home in France was published in 1994, followed by her memoir Traveling to Infinity, which became an Oscar-winning movie in 2015 under the title The Theory of Everything. Oh yes, The Theory of Everything. Yes, with Eddie Redmayne as Stephen Hawking. Okay. All right, so this is her novel. Her book At Home in France was published in 1994. I guess that was a novel? But this is the first in the Immortal Souls series. Rather odd series title for the wife of the world's foremost scientist. Okay, so this comes out as a paperback original. Great. In a week. And that is it. That is our very anticlimactic aftermath mail haul. So we have Silent Music by Jane Hawkins. And it's kind of intriguing. I might read this right away. I might read this tonight. I'm kind of in the mood for fiction, and none of the fiction that's up on the roster is really doing it for me. Maybe I'll try this, or maybe I'll read other than mood. that's always a good idea. The more you feed moods, the stronger they get. So Anyway, I'll wrap it up for now, and I'll see you soon. We have lots of stuff to talk about. Thank you, BookTube.